The water is 53 degrees, and you've been in it for 6 minutes. Your body stopped feeling like yours around minute 3. Now it's just a thing you're dragging forward. The instructor is not yelling. He's watching. That's worse. You are nobody. Rank 0. A candidate. A number on a helmet that can be pulled from the surf zone at any moment and handed a warm cup of coffee and a bus ticket home. You have no name here. No history. The 15 years of high school athletics, the college scholarship, the letters of recommendation, none of it exists. You start from 0 like everyone else. The rules are simple. Don't quit. That's it. There is no reward system, no praise, no map. Just the next evolution, the next meal, the next 4 hours of sleep, if you earn it. You tell yourself this is temporary, a test, something you'll laugh about later. You don't know yet that this never stops being a test. 80% of the people who started with you won't finish. You watch them ring the bell 3 times as required, and part of you feels something. Pity, relief, fear. You're not sure. You stop thinking about it. By the end of Hell Week, you don't feel like a warrior. You feel like a bruise that learned to walk, but you're still here.
You made it through buds. You graduated. Someone shook your hand. Now you're at SEAL Team, and you are, again, the lowest thing in the room. Rank, E4, maybe E5. Your trident is new, shiny. The older guys notice. They don't say anything about it. They don't have to. You are a new guy. You will be a new guy for 18 months minimum. You carry the heaviest gear. You take the worst vehicle position. You speak last, if at all. The social architecture here is invisible to outsiders, but absolute inside. Rank matters less than time in. Reputation matters more than both. A senior E5 with 3 deployments owns the room. A freshly commissioned officer does not. You learn this fast. Your first deployment, somewhere dry and brown and loud. You run your first direct action mission at 2 a.m., 12 minutes from infill to exfil. Your hands don't shake. That surprises you. Afterward, you sit in the truck and feel nothing. You expected something, some moral reckoning, some cinematic weight. There's nothing, just the debrief, just the next target. You file that away.
3 deployments in. You know your job like breathing. You're an E6 now, senior petty officer. You run your own element in the assault force. 4 men. Your men. You know their sleep cycles, their stress responses, their breaking points. You've stopped explaining yourself to people who haven't been where you've been. Not out of arrogance. It's simpler than that. The language doesn't exist. Your marriage is either very strong or already over. There is almost no middle ground. You've been gone 14 months of the last 24. Your kid calls your brother dad once at a barbecue, and you hear about it 3 weeks later over a satellite phone. You don't fall apart. Falling apart is expensive. You compress it. On target, you are the most capable version of yourself. Calm, fast, decisive. You make a call in a doorway that saves 2 of your guys, and you won't sleep right for a month because of the math you did in that half second. But you do it again. You do it exactly the same.
E7, Special Warfare Operator Chief. 7 years in. You are no longer just executing. You are shaping missions. You sit in planning cells. You push back on intelligence officers twice your age. Sometimes you're right. Sometimes the intelligence officer is right. You learn to tell the difference. You've seen men die, people you trained, people you trusted. You carry their names in a specific place in your head. Not the front, not the back. Somewhere architectural, load-bearing. New guys look at you the way you once looked at the veterans. You remember what that felt like, and you don't romanticize it. You make $78,000 a year, plus combat pay, plus allowances. It's not enough. It's never enough for what gets deposited into your body and your mind on rotation. But you're not doing it for the money. You stopped being able to explain why you're doing it. That bothers you some nights. Not enough to stop.
Master Chief or Senior Chief? E8 or E9? You are the spine of the organization. Officers come and go. You stay. You are institutional memory. You are the person who knows where the bodies are buried, figuratively, sometimes literally. Junior officers listen to you even when they outrank you because they are smart enough to know what they don't know. The ones who don't listen to you don't last long. You've done 15 years. Your body has a running tab. 1 reconstructed knee, 2 concussions that were called mild, tinnitus that makes silence sound like static, and a lower back that requires a specific sequence of movements every morning before you can stand fully upright. You don't talk about the body. Everyone has a body. Everyone's body is falling apart. What keeps you is not adrenaline anymore. It's something colder. Purpose, maybe. Or inertia. The mission is the mission. You serve the mission.
You're W2 or W3 now, a technical expert, an authority that sits outside the normal chain in ways that are hard to explain to civilians. You are consulted, not commanded. There's a difference. You've been in rooms where decisions were made that changed the shape of things, regionally, strategically. You contributed. Your fingerprints are on outcomes that have no public record and never will. This is the level where identity becomes genuinely complicated. You are not the person who grew up in whatever town you grew up in. That person is a photograph. You have become something the people in that photograph would not fully recognize. Your relationships are mostly with people inside the community. Everyone else requires too much translation. You don't resent this. You made the trades consciously, even when you didn't know you were making them.
05. Commander. You lead a SEAL squadron. The violence is now almost entirely administrative. You plan it, you authorize it, you review it in reports with sanitized language and grid coordinates. You carry the weight of every decision made under your command. When something goes wrong, and something always goes wrong, it ends on your desk. You write the letters. You make the calls. You have learned to hold grief and function simultaneously. This is not coldness. This is a specific skill that cost you something to develop, and you can't give it back. The political environment at this level is real. You navigate relationships with agencies, with commands above you, with interagency partners who have their own priorities. You learn what can be said in a meeting and what gets handled in a hallway afterward. You are effective. You are respected. You are largely alone in ways that don't show on the outside.
Flag rank. Or you've left and become something adjacent, an advisor, a contractor with a 7-figure retainer, a name that gets spoken in certain rooms. You don't brief. You are briefed. The system you once entered as a shivering candidate is now partly your architecture. The doctrine taught to new guys contains ideas that originated with you. The training pipelines reflect decisions you made a decade ago. There is no moment that feels like arrival, no ceremony that matches the weight. You are powerful in ways that are invisible and permanent, and you feel, most mornings, something close to ordinary. What you gave, the body, the years, the versions of yourself that didn't survive the climb, you gave it. It's gone. You don't get it back, and you stopped wanting to. The world you operate in has no edges visible to outsiders. You exist in a space between institution and legend, between public record and classified annex. You are the system. You remember the cold water. You remember being nobody.
Somewhere, a kid is standing on a beach in Coronado. His helmet number is fresh. His boots are dry for the last time. He thinks he understands what's coming. He doesn't, but he will.